Alright, so boom. After having a great interview with It's Aaron Speaking on my podcast channel, I had to collab with him on the main channel. It's Aaron Speaking is a fellow hip hop YouTuber who has the best documentaries on rappers that you will find on YouTube. His most popular video is one that he did on Drake. I think it's sitting at over 500,000 views right now. And he just recently dropped a documentary on Kanye West. Nobody is messing with my mans when it comes to making these type of videos because he's really informative and he does his research. So certainly check out his channel and check out the interview that I have with him. It will be linked in the description and pinned comment. But today, me and Aaron decided to talk about 5 music opinions that we're 50-50 on. What we mean is, you guys ever was in a music argument and it was very difficult for you to choose a side because you understand where both sides are coming from and you agree with points that both sides of the argument are making? So it makes you go I don't know which side I agree with more because I see what you're saying, but I also see what you're saying. That's what this video is. It's going to make more sense as we go on. So comment down below what music arguments do you kind of struggle with going back and forth on both sides, and comment how you feel about the 3 arguments that Aaron talks about and the 2 arguments that I have. Aaron, take it away, my boy.
Hey, what is good, my fellow YouTube fam? It's your boy Aaron Speaking, and shout out to Amiri for having me on this video. Bro, I truly do appreciate it, fam. It means a lot to me. And these topics, we definitely gotta talk about it, fam. So let's get right into it.
Hey, bro, I swear to God, I be with my set, we be swagging. Up in that motherfucking dragon.
Okay, so deceased artists shouldn't be on artists' albums that they never knew or met before. Man, this one's tough because for anyone who says this, bro, I totally feel you on this. Because I said the same thing when X was on the Carter 5 for the song Don't Cry. I was like, bruh, Wayne didn't even know who X was before any of this. He probably thought his name was Triple Extension or some shit. Or BTS being on Juice WRLD's most recent posthumous album. Did Juice even meet these dudes? Or was it just a cash grab, you feel me? But on the flip side, I can understand from a marketing standpoint or from the label standpoint, when they make these collabs happen, yes, they're probably doing it for the money because sometimes it's a dream collab that fans are probably DMing them for all the time, or they'll put 2 artists together that maybe the artist always wanted to make a song with them or they were a big fan of. So in their honor, they put a song with them together. If the song sounds fire, I feel like all that kind of goes out the window because if it fits, yeah, it may not be what they envisioned or even thought of, but it gives that, man, what if feel, whether for better or worse. Or like when they made that X and Lil Peep song. I heard that Peep didn't even rock with X like that, but they still put that shit together. So I don't know, man. I could see both sides.
Now, this is something that a lot of y'all have heard when it comes to criticizing newer rappers. People have been saying this for ages, but it got cranked up to the max around 2016 and 2017 when the Uzis and Cardis came into the game. And that is any iteration of a lot of new school rappers are only popping because they have fire beats. A rapper like Eminem been saying this since 06, 07. Y'all ever heard his song Syllables? The beginning of Eminem's verse has some of the most ahead of his time lyrics you'll ever hear. If we gotta dumb down our style and ABC it, then so be it. Cause nowadays these kids jizz, don't give a shit about lyrics. All they wanna hear is a beat and that's it. This verse came out 15 years ago and it's still very true. Rap fans nowadays are more focused on the beat and they couldn't care less about what you're saying. As long as you got a hot beat and a tolerable flow, you could be saying the stupidest thing, but people gonna call it fire if that beat is knocking. So I completely understand why people have this opinion right here, because some rappers don't have anything else to offer. They not that good at rhyme schemes, they don't tell stories, their raps are just super basic, and it makes you realize, bro, if you wasn't working with these fire ass DJs and these fire ass producers, I probably would never listen to your music. We all got a song where you really don't care for the artist's performance. The only reason you like the song is because of the production. My example is Kickstand by Youngboy. I actually can't stand his vocals on this song. But this beat is lovely to me. I like the beat so much that it makes me willing to put up how annoying his vocals are. Now here's the reason why I'm 50-50 on this opinion. There's pretty much no song that I would listen to if I didn't enjoy the beat. And in my honest opinion, No rapper would have made it or blew up if they didn't have good beat selections. Eminem probably wouldn't have made it if he didn't have Dr. Dre and the Bass Brothers giving him nice beats. Nas, even though he gets flamed for his beat selection on his later albums, do you seriously think Illmatic would be as popular as it is if DJ Premier, Q-Tip, Pete Rock, and a few others didn't give him a fire beat to spit over? Now, some of you may defend Nas and say, man, nah, Nas was way too good with the pen. He would have blew up regardless. And to that, I say, no, the hell he wouldn't have. All of the iconic rap songs that exist wouldn't be as praised as they are if the beats weren't good. Wouldn't nobody give a damn about Hate It or Love It if the beat was whack? Wouldn't nobody care about Juicy if the beat was whack? California Love? Niggas would have been telling Tupac, bro, you need to go back to jail. This shit garbage if the beat wasn't hot to that song. Imagine the collab that Freddie Gibbs and Madlib have together. Do you think anybody would care about Pinata or Bandana if Madlib's production wasn't that good? So my final point is this. Although I get why people come at newer rappers and say, the only reason why you're hot is because you got some nice DJs backing you up with the production. That's really not saying much because no rapper would be popular if they didn't choose good beats. The thing is, those lit rappers still have to sound good over that beat. They still need some type of skill in their flows and melodies to make it enjoyable to listen to. Because at the end of the day, the #1 goal for any song is to sound satisfactory to the ears. I don't care what lyrics you got in here or what flow or rhyme schemes you're using. If this doesn't sound good to my ears, I'm not listening to it. And the easiest way for a song to sound pleasing is the production, bottom line.
Yeah, hey, bro, I swear to God. I be with my set, we be swagging. Up in that motherfucking dragon.
Sequels to albums is just a cheap way to get hype around an album. See, the ones who say this, man, I feel you so much on this, bro, because I've seen it time and time again. When a rapper just milks the shit out of a series to the point where it's like, bruh, there's no difference whether or not you call this shit King Soldier 9. By the way, yes, Soulja Boy has 9 King Soldier tapes. Or you call it Soulja World. They're most likely gonna be the same shit, same concept. A lot of times they just use that because of the success of a specific one in the series. Look at Trippie Redd with A Love Letter to You 5 coming out soon. That's his most successful series of tapes, and he knows that fans always ask for a new one, so he says, fuck it, I'm gonna make a sequel. Honestly, that should be reminding me of a horror movie that gets 1,000,000 sequels. It feels kinda cheap and lazy. It just gets worse and worse. It just liquidates the shit out of it. But on the flip side, can you really blame them? Can you really blame an artist for continuing a series that fans ask for, or they know is their most successful series, you know? If fans are asking for it, and the artist likes the vibe of those tapes, why not, I guess? Give the fans what they want.
Now, I'm about to hit y'all with a way of thinking y'all probably haven't thought about before because it's difficult to pick a side on this one. When you're thinking about the best songs that a particular artist has, in what way are you judging it as one of their songs? By that, I mean, are you judging the song overall, or are you judging it based on that particular artist's performance? Think about it. If I ask you what do you think are some of J. Cole's best songs, and the first song you say is Change featuring Ari Lennox, and man, that song is great. And then I ask you, like, okay, like, why is the song great? What do you love about it? And you say, like, truthfully, I don't care for J. Cole on that song. Like, even though it's his song, like, he wasn't all that. I mostly like it because that production is just so jazzy, and Ari Lennox sounded amazing on there. It's like, whoa, time out. Did you just say I didn't care for J. Cole? He wasn't all that? If that's the case, how is this one of J. Cole's best songs? If I ask you what some of his best songs are, and the very first song you describe it as J. Cole wasn't all that, I like the song for the beat and the feature artist, I feel like this song shouldn't be on your list then. Just off that little example, like, do y'all see what I mean? Because by definition, if you really enjoy a track and it's titled as a song by that rapper or singer, then by definition that's one of their best songs. Because yo, I think this track is great and it's a song by this person, so yeah, technically it's one of their top ones. But think about it this way. If the main reason you like a song is because of the featured artist or because of the production, and you don't even give a damn about the main person's performance, can you really say that it's one of their best songs if the reason you like it is not even because of them? I'm gonna give y'all an example of when I had this dilemma. Way back when I started my song ranking series, the first albums I did was on all 5 of Lil Wayne's The Carter albums. Now there's a song from the Carter 3 called Comfortable that features the singer Babyface. And I had this song in the fire tier. And also, I didn't put the song in my top 10 best of Carter songs video, but fun fact, I had Comfortable in 11th place. That's the 11th best song in that entire series to me. The craziest part about me saying all this though, the song is not that good if we're going off Wayne's performance. The reason I praise Comfortable so highly is because of the production and because of Babyface. So it's hard to say, do I judge the song overall and say it's fire and one of the best The Carter songs ever? Or do I judge the song based on Lil Wayne's performance and say, Comfortable is mid as hell, that song ain't all that. Y'all comment down below, like, how do you judge a song when you're talking about the best tracks that an artist has? Are you judging it overall, or are you judging it based on how the artist whose song it is performed on it? And that's something I've always thought about when working on my song ranking series. Like, some songs may be mid, but the feature and or the beat turned it into fire. I really can't choose a side on this argument because it doesn't make sense to say, yo, this is one of this person's best songs. That's on fire. And then right after that say, like, well, it's mostly fire because of the beat or because he had this person on the song and they killed it. Keep that in mind the next time you have a conversation with someone and you're talking about the best songs that somebody has. Ask yourself, like, did I even care about how they performed on this song, or do I mostly like it because of the production? Trust me, you'll start judging songs a lot differently when you look at it that way.
Yeah, hey, bro, I swear to God, I be with my set, we be swagging, up in that motherfucking dragon.
Waiting a year or even 2 years to drop your next project, does it do more damage than anything, or does it generate more buzz? See, now this really depends on the artist, if we're being honest. Take an artist like Kid Cudi, for example. He's solidified in this game, a living legend and a pioneer for a lot of these new artists nowadays. He can afford to take a year, 2, or even 5 years off to drop his next project, because his fan base will always be there no matter what. Same thing with Tyler the Creator. They make timeless music, you feel me? As opposed to someone like, I don't know, Smoke Perp, who took way too long to drop his Dead Star 2 tape, and by the time that dropped, no one gave a shit anymore. The buzz had already died down already. When you're not that great to begin with, or your music is generic to a point where your average fickle fan is just gonna move on with you, you don't have time to wait a year or two. You're gonna get left behind, bro. No one's waiting for you. Look what happened with Roddy Ricch too. He let the box and features get to his head, and he thought he was big enough to take 2 years to drop his next project, and look what happened. Now on the other side, what if, for example, Lil Baby was to take a 2-year hiatus and doesn't drop for another 2 years? Would that make the anticipation even more for that project? What if it was Lil Durk and where he's at his career right now? Would that only make the buzz for it even more anticipated? You know, what about Polo G or DaBaby? Rappers like that, like if they took 2 to 3 years off, would that help them? Or would it, you know, would fans move on? I don't know, man. It really depends on the artist. But yo, Amiri, thanks again for having me, bro. I appreciate you guys for listening to me. Let's get it.
Outro, outro, outro.